It all began one autumn day in the year 5726, 1965, with a cluster of people who gathered in a small home in Ashkelon. Back then, all of the houses were small. They shared a common tie and a relationship to tradition and wanted to establish a synagogue in the spirit of the times, a different kind of synagogue. Of course, the spirit of the times did not suit the Orthodox prayers or others, and the flame began to flicker. Wondering, they sat next to each other, occasionally exchanging long glances. "What is happening here?" they asked in a strong American accent. "Could it be that we can't pray here, in Israel, according to our beliefs? Is this why we made Aliyah to the country of the Jews?" The founder of the congregation, Rabbi Moshe Cohen of blessed memory, made Aliyah and came to Ashkelon, thinking that he had come to a place of rest and to settle down. But the local synagogue doesn't meet the requirements, the young rabbi sadly claimed. Gradually, the rabbi began to formulate plans to found a new synagogue. He began searching for a place to hold a separate minyan. To his great joy and that of his friends, they would be able to use the Witzo Center for services on Shabbat. Every Shabbat, the number of people who came to pray grew, and more people streamed to the hall. A temporary committee was even formed by those who came to pray, headed by Yaakov Chacham of blessed memory, an amateur cantor and experienced service leader. Good heavens! Men and women sat together in the hall, not mixed, heaven forbid, but on separate benches in the same hall. It's scandalous. This cannot be ignored, and the storm was enormous, as were the results. The Witzo Hall was promptly wrested from the hands of the congregants. The prayers said in fluent English, "Darn." The wheel continued to turn, and the people continued to appear, and to come because of the atmosphere, because of the special something. And again, turning the pages of history, the conservative synagogue becomes a cultural and educational center. If you will it, it is no dream, and a generous donor was found by the name of Baruch Shemesh, a Jew with a warm heart and a member of the conservative movement. A refreshed mood, and the year is 1969. Rabbi Phil Spector arrives to lead the congregation. His ties to Israel, so he said, were always strong. He strived to close the threatening gap between the secular and the religious. All Jews are welcome in the synagogue, even if they don't observe all 613 commandments. He dreamt and fulfilled his dream of founding a conservative synagogue in which the congregants could pray together, men, women, and children. In his opinion, he claimed, praying together brings the family closer together. With unflagging energy, in humbleness and modesty, Rabbi Spector and his wife Barbara turned to action. An educational course for adults, activities for the young, trips for the whole family. You wouldn't believe what success they had on Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. The hall in the community center was completely filled. A holiday atmosphere, holiness, and a wonderful story. Long-time members tell that there was a great silence in the hall during the Ne'ilah prayer. The ark was opened, the books in everyone's view. A holy silence. Those standing in front of the ark didn't tremble and didn't move. Rabbi Spector approached the ark to remove the shofar for the final blast, but the shofar was gone. How would we complete the service? Truly everyone's heart skipped a beat. And as only in a synagogue miracles can occur, a small boy ran home and brought back a kosher shofar for the tikiyah. Secretly, in concealment, it was passed from hand to the hands of the rabbi, and with the shofar's blast, the service was completed.